Comrades, friends, welcome back to our little nation of Tecnovakia. We got a couple of adjustments and fixes to make, and then we have a city to plan. And I got a bit of an adjustment to the steel mill plan over there. Not big, but something that occurred to me because I spent, I think, like an hour scrolling around the map and looking how and where we're going to expand. And well, this area here is going to be this area here is going to be the first expansion with a bit of an oil production that just needs some coverage from fire trucks. And then I'm thinking we'll go down to this region here because there's a lot of oil there. I mean, it's not going to be in the near future, probably not even next season. But the charm of this is there's a lot of connected oil fields that should give us overall enough oil for this little nation to be supplied with fuel and bitumen. And the second thing is the only way for us to facilitate building up of resources here is bringing them over through this river. So we'll have to build ships, and well, isn't that always a good day when you have to build ships, right? But again, I don't want to raise hopes. That's going to be a while down the road because that is all very, very expensive because we have to initially buy a couple of things with rubbles. And just to give you an idea what we're talking about here, if we're buying one of these aggregate unloading harbors, just a regular one, it's 130,000. If we're buying a medium cargo harbor, is 200,000. And up the river, we'll have to buy all of that stuff and a couple of construction buildings as well. So that is going to be a big investment. Probably when we're sitting at around 1 million rubles, we can do that. But I'm quite confident we can reach that quickly once we have a steel mill. And we can build the other side of the infrastructure with our own power. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get to adjusting. Number one is I did kind of lock out this guy from his home. He wanted to go here and start harvesting, but this field is no longer reachable. Also this one isn't. So we could buy out this little bit of road. Question is though, do we really... Yeah, I guess I'll buy this one out, and the other one isn't that important. Yeah, we can't really reach this one. Could we make a shortcut? We actually can drag a road here. And then connect here. What do you know? So now we can reach this field. And this little fellow should now be able to reach this field as well. So we can harvest our crops, because we already lost so many crops by deleting fields that I don't want to do that again. Okay, so that is another little optimization. Now I also went around and renamed my storages a little bit, just to give you an idea. I'm going to have these named construction storage, CS. Yeah, not sure if that's the best, but for now it'll do, because they're short enough so that they're still visible in the overview of the distribution offices. So a construction supply, prefab and steel, construction supply, prefab and steel. Also renamed the distribution offices into DO, and then they're going to have their title there, construction supply. I hope that works for now. But we have these dual purpose storages, like this one here is actually the outlet of the factory, but is also an export storage for our prefab panels. Why we don't have that many, by the way. We have tons of gravel and cement. But I guess we don't have much. Of course it's night. Of course it's night in the start of the episode. I guess we don't have enough workers here. So we'll address that real quick. Also I need a few more. I'll buy another one of these microbuses. And we have a line going from for passengers to the coal power plant, and we're gonna set this vehicle to the line and launch you. Because this power plant is always sitting at like 7 or 8 people, and once we bring the steel plant online, that's not gonna be enough by a long shot. Okay, and the next one is here. We have related vehicles here. Yeah, those are microbuses as well. Actually, that was stupid. I could have exchanged there. Oh well. What is the bus stop here? Construction material. Yeah, that makes sense. So we have 2 microbuses here, and I think we'll just fix this nicely if we assign 2 regular buses. So we have buses here, and luckily we have a bit of money again. Don't need the really big ones, like 40 passengers is fine. They should just be fast enough. So, this one is so expensive though. I don't like that. 52 is good as well. 52 passengers, 75 kilometers an hour. 60 and 65. Yeah, these are not the best though. I mean, they just fit the purpose perfectly. I just wonder why they're so expensive. I will buy these. I can't help myself. I am Swabian after all, so we do love to save cash. Okay, so we launch these 2, and then this guy can go to the depot, and this guy can go to the depot as well, and that should remove them from the line, right? You can erase you from the line now. So this way we would have had a microbus available, actually 2, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, erase you from the line. No, where you go? What are you doing? What are you doing? Go to the depot. Really? We're gonna get fueled up? Well, whatever. I hope he's gonna get fueled up. Oh, we also need to address this situation here. I've already been told that is a really bad intersection there. But yeah. It's gonna get addressed, don't worry. But there's so much other stuff to do that it falls through the cracks regularly. Okay, so now that we have more people coming here, we could ramp up production. We don't need it in the asphalt plant. We don't need it in the concrete. Honestly, I think when we have the 20 workers in here, that's plenty. And here's 52 workers, and here's 28. We'll just ramp it 5. I guess we'll just wait and see how that works out. If we actually would need more or not. Because I thought we never had the full 20 workers in here. So that should fill up the storage here nicely. It's not that fast though. Maybe 5 more? Okay. Yeah. 5 more, I think it's fine. Okay, so that should solve our prefab shortage there in a minute or 2. And these guys are very, very slow. And they didn't fully unload. Oh well. Good. That is that. Now I think we adjusted that. Okay, so another thing I did is we built our distribution center over here, and I did rename it already, and I added all the destinations. So what we need to do now is give it some vehicles, and I'll actually have to wait a second until these guys, how we do this. I'll have to, these guys bring the cement. think we'll just do it like that. Did we just cancel it? Yeah, we did cancel it. It's kind of bad. It's not what I wanted to do. So this guy's loading up bricks. You can go here. And you can go here. Okay, so now that we have a couple of... Yes, you unload here. Okay, so they will unload there. Okay, that works. Open storage. Okay, so we'll just have to wait for one of the trucks to come over here. But it doesn't matter if they're loaded. So that should work out fine. Okay, so there's one of them. So now we can actually adjust here. Great. So we want to load in bricks and boards. We want to load bricks and boards. And in prefab and steel, we want to load steel and prefabs. And then obviously unloading. Oh. So this one's gonna be... Actually, it's Medina. I gotta rename the towns as well, but... Bricks, boards, and here, Messina construction supply, and it is steel prefabs. Okay, so now it should be a little bit easier to do this. We'll unload bricks and boards. Okay, so that should work out, and would make this one completely obsolete, so we can actually do another machine. We'll leave it there. Maybe we'll need it for something else, but for now we'll just leave it there. I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody. So okay, so we've got two empty ones. The cement loaders actually bring the cement over there. Great. That is that. So that is the optimizations done, I think. Number 2 is we need to replan this a little bit. And the reason being, I do want... not this. I do want to eventually, and probably in the near future, have an aggregate unloading in here to bring... maybe coal, maybe gravel, and maybe iron ore, because we do have another deposit somewhere over here. And I just want the possibility to do that. And that is all fine, because we can connect... We did leave the space for that, right? So we can connect the small gravel storage here. Maybe just like so, or maybe put a tower in here. But we cannot connect the steel plant there. The reason being, it doesn't have a buffer in between. It doesn't have an aggregate storage in between. So that is what I want to fix. So we're going to replace the steel mill a little bit. I'm going to demolish it. I think we'll leave these guys here as they are. And I also think we already buy a couple... no, we don't specify sources. We already buy a couple of machines here. Mostly a couple bulldozers and a couple excavators. So we can actually flatten this area out here. And we'll stop the rail connection for now. We'll cancel you. Ah, that's great. Just that here. Okay. And also the road connection there. Where is it? There is it. Yep. Okay. So now we can fit in an aggregate storage there, and then we connect the steel to that. And we're going to take a large one. For two reasons. Number one, we'll want to store iron ore and coal in it. Number two, it just has better connections. Like this, see? The connectors are just better. The question is which way we do this. We want the iron ore processing plant, which by the way isn't connected to the iron mine, but that is fine for now. We want that to be connected, and we want coal ore connected, but we also want the aggregate unloading connected. So I'll actually, you know what I will do? I'll actually place this, even though we're not going to build it now, and not for a while being, but we'll actually place this here. Where we're going to put it? Just roughly like here, maybe. Oh, no. Certainly not. Okay. Yeah, I'll just place you here, and just so we can figure out the connections, because that's just going to be difficult doing it in my head, and then if I mess it up, we're going to have to redo this whole thing again, which is very, very tedious. I'm imagining also tedious to watch. Okay, so we want to have 1, 2 connections and this connection here as well, and we want it to look somewhat reasonable. And then we'll have 2 outputs that will connect to the steel mill. The steel mill then needs to be... Is that metallurgy now? Stands to reason it is. Bauxite steel mill, there it is. Okay, so where's the input connections? They're here. On this side. So we're probably gonna have to place the steel mill over here, like so. Closer to the water. And the input is here and there, okay. Is that 2 inputs and 2 inputs, right? Interesting. Why are you not connecting this one? Okay, so they're all inputs. Okay, so we do have a bit of flexibility. Good. Have that here, right? So large aggregate storage. So the output would be... Yeah, it would be best if it had outputs in the front, but obviously it doesn't have that. We could put it like this, though. Put it like this. Oh, that's going to be fun, bringing workers to this. How we're going to do this? Bring you here. I will do it like so. Have the storage here. That is also an option. Yeah, why not? That might be the most reasonable option, actually. Let's plan with this. Put you here. We'll put this steel mill here. I wonder if we need... I think we need 2 connections, right? Yeah, we'll bring the steel mill up a little bit like so. Maybe here. It's not really final, but somewhere here would be nice. Of course, if I turn it just a little bit, it's gonna be messed up. It's okay. Actually, like so. And then we will need 2 connections, right? We will need the conveyor here and the conveyor here. Because it's 2 materials, I mean. Okay, and then we'll have to build our trademark. We'll have to do the modded ones. Conveyor and pipe, and we'll have to do the... Which ones, actually? Just the 1-for-1, right? Why not? Oh, shit. This is only output. What am I doing? Yeah, that is a little bit annoying. But I think I want that guy. Oh god, that's gonna be a puzzle to get the roads through here. And then just have it like so. Oh, that's gonna be a puzzle. That's not gonna work. We'll do the same here. So should have twisted it a little bit there actually. Here. Ah, that is gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, we want conveyor, not conveyor, we want modded conveyor. 1-for-1, this guy. With a little twist here, like so. No. That's great. That's just great. Okay, that's gonna be a puzzle and a half. How are we gonna solve this? Maybe if we bring it around here. Yeah, that works. Kind of. Okay, so we'll have these two connected to the aggregate storage. And then we'll have these conveyors connected here and here. I will then have the rail, obviously, connected here. Right, okay, so does that work? Because then we need to, oops, also be able, yeah, we still have, actually that doesn't work. Yeah, because we only have one in connection. So we would want to connect here. I'm not sure if that is actually true that we need two conveyors if we have mixed resources, or if they will just bring the resources in step by step. Okay, so what if we went a little bit more spacious there? I mean, we just use a little more steel. That's about... Ah, shit, I had this one. We just lose a little more steel for the conveyor belts, but we're already investing a whole lot of money here, so it won't matter much. But what if we leave a little bit more space for the steel mill? and then I'll figure the rest out like so. Just a little bit more. So we have more space here to arrange these conveyors. And we'll just build it here. Yeah, that is a puzzle. Maybe just like so. Okay, now we have to even out the floor there. Don't you worry, guys, it's the season finale and I'm done with humankind, so we're gonna go a little bit over time. I'm gonna keep my promise this episode and we're gonna start planning the city a bit, so don't worry. Just want to adjust this here because it does affect the city planning a bit. There we go. Maybe like so. Don't need you yet. Connect you here. Okay, and I'll do this, redo this, maybe just off camera, because it's such an annoying puzzle with these conveyor belts and stuff that, yeah, maybe that won't be too interesting for you guys. And I'll just show you the result next season. We'll just, at the start of the season, we'll just check this out and I'll show you. I think that is better. Okay, so now we have this. We have the space here, actually plenty of space, so we could eventually bring gravel through the aggregate unloading through trains. And now we have, where are you going? Oh my goodness, really? They're going to the concrete plant. Why? Okay. That is a problem because they cannot... No. You're not gonna auto-search. Because they cannot fuel up. Is that gonna fix it? Yes, that's gonna fix it. Okay, they'll stay in here. We don't have power here yet, and we don't have a station there that we can fuel these guys up. So that doesn't make much sense. We could actually bring power. The question is where we split it off. Let's split it off here. Oh, we almost finished the rail construction this direction. Awesome. High voltage switch. Obviously it's going to go in the wrong direction. That is okay though. We'll do it like this. Probably the fire department won't be able to reach. And we have to buy it out, obviously, because power is power is power. We need to redo this real quick. Cancel the wires here. Okay. High voltage. Come here. Come here. Buy it out. Great. Okay, so that works out. Question is, can the fire department reach this? Probably not. How can we make you reach it? We can do shortcuts, and we should. So the fire department goes along here. We currently have this construction thingy. We'll just reroute from here. Out a connection here, not really. Here also no. Overlaps with construction, really? With which construction do you actually overlap? I can't. there is no construction here. Okay, it's a little bit ugly, but it does work. Oops. Okay, and we're nothing if not pragmatic. So we'll come along here. Actually, you know what? Take the shortcut here. Can I come off of here? Yes, I can. Well, this whole situation is not pretty, but we don't have to make it worse. Too sharp of a turn, obviously. Everybody can see that. Like so. Okay, how is it now? Can we reach the power switch? We can reach the power switch. Problem solved. Maybe they can't make it in time, but in theory they had the chance. So somebody will be responsible, and really that is all that matters. Once you got somebody to blame, the problem is essentially solved. Okay, let's actually see if we buy... No, first we're going to plan it. Just want to see roughly what I'm working with. So if we go from here to there, 20, and to there... yeah, we're gonna invest around 50,000. So maybe first we'll plan. We do need a distribution office here as well. I can't build it here because it's gonna be in the way, but we could build it. Do we need a big one or a medium? Small one or a medium one? I think we'll go with a medium one for construction supplies. The only difference here that we have is that we also want... it in here, that we also want to bring gravel, but we can do that just with a steady road, and then eventually what's the difference? Well, it's double the price pretty much, but it's okay. We don't really need anything else. We'll just build it here, and that can be built. Okay, so now we just have to wait for the night to finish, and then we can actually go ahead and start planning with the city. Lucky us, this year is the season finale, and I'm not limited by the 30-minute curfew. So we can go a bit over time, but it's just so much to do. And it did work out, actually. We can reach these fields. We do have a couple crops here. And we are bringing the crops over. This is not enough, obviously. Really curious if we can satisfy the hunger of these production facilities eventually with our own crop production. Does seem quite difficult. Our distillery is finished, by the way. So that is great news. And there we go, back to daylight. We're working on the... Oh, nice! Food factory is also almost there. Pretty great. Pretty great. And the distribution office too. Ah, these people are working. We really need to go fast with the planning. Also, but we're not going to address this episode. Our meat production is limited by crop supply. These darn forklifts here are just not fast enough with the crop supply. So we'll have to build a second forklift garage in here and probably have to redo these connections there. I'm not going to do it this episode, but yeah, just something for you guys to keep in mind. If you have 4 forklifts, you would assume they'll be able to supply enough food for your cows and whatnot, but apparently they are not. And we can't buy better ones. I was looking like if we could buy faster or bigger ones, but no. Neither our Soviet ones are the best, obviously, but I was looking maybe the American ones could be... They're a little bit faster, but they can't carry as much. So I think it'll probably be worse. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. That's something we have to do, but not just now. Okay, this here is in construction. We can actually wait with this one for a minute, because the silo really is the last thing we need. Aggregate loading. Ah yeah, we don't need to buy it out. Okay, so my town is gonna be... We're gonna leave out this stretch of land there. Don't really need it. We might maybe... Because there's a lot of space actually, the town will stretch like through here. But if we put that into perspective and we, put in a residential building, like one of these flats, I mean, we have plenty and plenty of space here, right? So, not quite sure if we actually need to stretch out the town so much. I think we'll be fine on this piece of land here. The... actually, yeah, we're gonna use like maybe like to here, and then use this riverside, and then to here, and to here, like so. That is roughly gonna be our town layout. Right? Like here, here, and here, roughly like that. Because I do need the space here for harbor buildings, like I mentioned. In the future, we're gonna have... I might show that. We're gonna need an aggregate loading harbor. It's gonna be connected to here or here maybe. They're quite finicky with the type of coast they need. Yeah, so we'll have one here, and then we'll also need a medium cargo harbor, which is gonna be like here, and then like their what are these, the piers or whatever, they can't intersect. So probably if we build one here and then the other one goes here, we'll do a bit of terraforming maybe, but still this is going to be quite finicky. So we're going to need this area here for the harbor, and we'll have like a fire station here to cater to these oil fields, and then we'll connect this by road. So we'll probably make our first, and I'll just use these dirt roads as markers. Dirt roads rather, and have our first marker like here. So that's the first one, and then we're gonna have a bit of pollution here. Can we actually... Yes, you can use this here to measure. So I checked in our town up there, and we should have like at least 500 meters of distance. So from here, that is 280, 300. Oh, that was great. That was just great. Okay, wasted a little bit of money. Sorry, guys. You didn't see anything, did you? Okay, so we're like 300 up to here. And then from here, we'll probably have another 250. So we could start around here, I think. So maybe like, why can't I make a curve? Okay. Actually, yeah, maybe like this. This could be our town space, right? All this area in here. I think that would work absolutely lovely. And then we'll, far enough from our pollution, we'll have some space here for the harbor, and we have plenty of space for infrastructure. So the question is how we're going to go about, and I'm going to need a sip of tea here. Lovely. Also put a bit of sip of tea on my mouse pad, because that gets thirsty from time to time as well. So the question is, we're definitely going to go with a modern prefab buildings. We have our little farming town in between. That is cute and all, but we're definitely going to go with the prefabs. Now the question is, what I really want is like an academic yeah, like with a bit of a sight of the river and academic quarters over here. And for these we'll take the big flats and the Isn't there yet these guys here? They are perfect, right? Yeah. We'll take a couple of these, like so. Just bring them along the coastline here. And I think this here is going to be our, well, mini Manhattan, so to speak. So we'll have this area here for like the big city center. And we'll have a... How are we going to use this coastline there? Honestly, I think we could put a People's Harbor in there as well. Let's quickly check out how big they are. Dry dock. Not quite. Passenger harbor, there we go. Yeah, we could have one like this here. So we'll have like a coastal road there. I'm just gonna build this already. Let's actually put in... let's actually put in the passenger harbor. Is that relevant for tourism? Don't know. We could have beaches. Zoo, theater, okay. That doesn't really say here. We'll have some hotels here, okay. So that doesn't really say. I will assume it is viable for tourism, but I'll check it offline, of course. So we'll just put this guy in, maybe like here. Just for measure. Okay, we'll have a road coming up here. Connect you here. Great. And just go along the coast like so. Great! Okay, so that is going to be our coastline here. Now, where to start? I do want to start the city somewhat close to the construction offices, just so we have that capability and we can build it up faster. Right, so we do want... Where's the most square place? Because in essence, I mean, the city is gonna be mostly square, right? It's a bit of a promenade here. Actually, let's take a quick sheet look into Berlin. Okay, so we do need a kind of city center there. Doesn't need to be too big though. We could also go with like having prefab buildings here, like little living area blocks where we have a couple blocks around, and then in the middle we have a kindergarten. We'll put a school and a soccer field or something. But we still would need a city center with a cinema and a shopping mall and all that. So we'll have that. And around it, we'll build some blocks. I kind of like that. Ooh, we got stuff to do next season, guys, because our industry area is gonna be finished. Ah, so much to do in this game. So much to do. And can you believe that all this is being built by the people of our great nation? Man, it's an uplifting thought each time. Okay, so we'll have like a little living quarter up here. Just need a bit of scale again. Residentials. Yeah. We could also go make this a mega town, but I mean, not quite yet. But I did get a couple of bigger residential buildings that could house 500 workers. So we could go with that, but I'm thinking like we'll make this here our regular living block. We'll try and have the city center up here, next to the harbor maybe. And then we'll do the mega town part in the middle here if that becomes necessary. And if we could see anything during the night. Let's take a quick round So, construction of the road is coming along nicely. Cement plant here is busy. The gravel production is busy. Look at our little farming town there. It's coming along. We have more housing now available. And of course our farming district here is busy as always. And as the sun comes up, we can take a gander into Berlin. It is busy, busy, busy. Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay. Sorry guys. I'm having one gaming orgasm after the next. Alright, so we'll have our like mega town part in here. So we'll definitely want the city center here. And what do we need in the middle of the city? We also want some rail access, so probably we'll have a bus station and a passenger station. Train platform, we have regular ones. Okay, that is not too big. So we want that. We only have one rail here. We might want to make this rail connection double up on the rail connection, because okay, so we'll have this maybe like here. I'm just gonna put it in as a placeholder, but we definitely want yeah, just I can keep the imaginary line. We definitely want a main station, but I don't want this ugly one. I just don't like this. Look at that. It's just a couple of rails, and I mean, yeah, that's not really. Maybe we'll do it like this, where we actually can. Yeah, we could continue the rail connection down here. Yes, I like that. So do it like so. No, just start somewhere. Okay. Then we need a bus stop. Bus platform, actually. And that's gonna be right around here. What did we say we want? A living block over here. So we'll have like a central area like here. Bus platform. Or we have a couple of smaller ones. We do have a lot of space here. That's gonna be hard to reach by foot. Do we want like a steel workers quarters? Actually, that might be nice. So we can do the bus platform more like here. No, actually not this. Okay, just give it a bit of a road connection so we can measure things out. Like so. Okay, so that will start off the city center. Come out around here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now we need some entertainment. Did I? Yeah, I think we'll duplicate that cinema. It's just so pretty. I'll look around if I find another one and replace that maybe next episode or before the next episode. But for now, we're gonna go with that one. Okay, so we certainly want the cinema in a central location. Like here. Then we do want something to shop. Where was that? Residential? No. School? Construction? Am I blind? Storage? No. Cinema? Ah, shops. Here we go. Okay, that is just a small supermarket for food and meat. So we do want a shopping center. Small. And we actually have a big one. Oh! Hang on, let's see how much that can hold. 35 tons of food, 3 tons of meat. Some electronics. Is that necessary? I'm not sure. I think this versus this. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Also, we only have... Yeah, this is really... I'm never gonna build this. I'm gonna look for a modded one, because this is ridiculous. We have a huge shopping center. I mean, it does have 2 road connections, so that is nice. But it only has 1 industry connection, while even this small shopping center has 2. And we need 2, because we need meat and food and clothing, right? So that is just not... It's not gonna work out. The question is how we want to do this. I think... next to the cinema. Is that really it? I'll do it like so. Sorry, guys. Oh no, cancel contract. There we go. I'm gonna actually demolish this because that was stupid. Pay attention. Yeah, like so. Leave some space in between. Okay, we'll do it like this. Then we do need storage connected. Certainly need the meat storage. That is rather small though, so we can do it here. Let's try first. We can do it here, and then we can do the modded small warehouse. Yes. Here. I like that. Which way? Actually quite flexible. Yeah, I think this way is okay. I'll just have a road that comes around like so. Okay. I might redo the road connections, but just as a rough... Okay, so now we have a way to reach this and this. And that can then come down here. Leave some space. Okay, so here is our city entrance pretty much. We have the shopping station. We have a cinema. Of course, we're gonna build some trees and stuff and some footpath there for our citizens to walk. And now we do need residential buildings. We're gonna start out with a bit of the smaller ones. Actually, is there something more pretty? Those are too pretty. 83%, 87%. How about these ones? But those are the most ugly ones, right? We have those in Berlin a bit. How about these? Yeah, they're actually okay. Then to 88%. Okay, actually we like these. Just so we can see, I don't want the buildings to tower over our city entrance, like over the main station and the bus platform. Oh, we also need, oh yeah, what I really forgot is hospital and fire. So we have here... Yeah, we're probably gonna fit those in here. Really central location. Okay. So how are we gonna fit you in? I actually like it like so. Just a couple of these here. Yeah, now that I'm building this, I'm thinking we should have built the huge construction center. I mean, that is just... actually, I'm gonna pause it now because we're gonna have a night again, and yeah, we don't want to wait. Okay, now we'll go with the big prefab buildings. No, we can still layer it actually. And we need to build quite a big town because we have 2 mines. We have a construction office and the related infrastructure there. And the steel mill holds, I think, up to 500 workers. And you need those for 3 shifts. So it's 1,500 alone for the steel mill. So a rough 2,000 alone for this area here. So we can use a decent sized town, it's no problem. I'm not gonna feel... Okay, build like 2 here. And then I'll build a couple of these, like facing the city center. 1, 2. Come out here. Let's actually take the top end. Like so. Okay. These guys will face the city center, like so. Might move these back a bit. So we can have this here be a double road, but not sure if that's going to be necessary. Okay, so now we have a bit of an area in between here where we could put... Well, actually, no, not equipment. One more residential. Yeah, like this one. Like so. And you can be connected here, awesome. And then now we have this middle area where we can put our first... actually, I like my modded school. Where's that? School. 70s school block. Yes, I like that. Question is how we do it, because the school needs a road connection, but the kindergarten doesn't, right? We have quite a few. Hang on, if I go over like so. 18 workers, 10 workers, 30 workers. Yeah, I think we need the big ones. Okay. One of these. Yeah, they don't need... Actually, this is really pretty. Sports playground, yeah. This is actually really pretty. Okay, so we'll squeeze in the kindergarten. Let's first start with the sports playground, because we'll have a school gym here. Then we'll have the kindergarten next to it. You know what? We could even put a little soccer field in between. Here, and then we'll have the kindergarten next to that. And then we'll have the nice 70s school flanking all this. Yep, we need to replace the kindergarten. It's okay though. Just demolish you. And replace you again. A little bit more central like so. Huh? What is that? Isn't that a nice start? And then we can build housing more around here. And we can have some like grocery stuff here and build another block up here. And I think that is a nice start to the layout. So let's take a quick look for completion. And actually we'll bring around the road while I'm at it. Okay. That's gonna be... Yep, that was a bit sloppy. That was a little bit sloppy. You know what? We'll just do it from here. And bring it out here. Yeah, for now this should work. Can even squeeze in another residential. Because we have tall ones. Where are they? I think these guys. Yes. Perfect. Okay, not perfect. We need to remove the road just a little bit. That's okay. I can already see the space for a park. Residential. Which one was it? This one, right? No. This one? Am I stupid? Was it this one? Yes, this one was it. Okay, just always leave a little bit of space for those footpath. And then we'll come out like so. Okay, we'll have a nice little park in here. Actually, you need connected. Everybody's connected. Yes, 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 yes. Great. Okay, so let's take a look for completeness. We do need a school. We have that. We need kindergartens. We definitely need bus platforms and all that stuff. We have that. Okay. Equipment for citizens. We're lacking still a hospital. Just gonna be around here. Or we're gonna place it here. No. We want this here for tourism. So we'll place it in the city center this time. We need a hospital and we need a fire station. How big was the modded one? Let's take a quick look. Fire station here. We got the main fire station with 6 fire engines. I think that would make sense, honestly. Have that central. Yeah, I think that would make sense. We'll put that in the middle here. And then we want the hospital. That can be right next. No, apparently it can't. But we can do it like this. And then just have a road come through here. I like that. Okay, what else do we need? Car dealer, stuff like that. We do need a city hall, obviously, but that has some time still. I'm probably gonna do that next to the cinema maybe, and then extend this road a little bit. But I'm not sure if we're gonna want to build around it. Okay, so city hall is gonna be the last thing. Television station, maybe, but all of this stuff we got. We got sports, we need a pub. Oh, yes. See? I knew I forgot something. We could actually squeeze it in here with a warehouse. But I think it's better to squeeze it in here with a cinema. Somehow, some way. Yeah. behind the cinema. I'll put it in here, but that is not really final yet, because I don't really like it next to the meat storage. But just so we know we have it. Grocery store, we got stuff where you can shop. We got all of that covered. We got the education, we got residentials. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we got a rough base layout. And obviously we're gonna have to expand this town a little. But we got this area here for residential space, up here. And then we have this little, like, Manhattan area where we're gonna have maybe our party secretary and other high-ranking officials living on this nice water side here. I'm gonna smooth it out a little bit because this corner here I don't really like. And prettify all that and put some tourism, and man oh man. We should have built a huge construction office, but we can still build one. I mean, we're definitely gonna need a second construction office here. Okay, so let's let this run. There's a final thing we need to do. And that is actually check out our... How long are we recording? Okay, 1 hour and 6 minutes. Jesus. Okay, we still don't get enough gravel. Why we don't get enough gravel? I don't get it. We have 2... Oh, they're too slow. Okay. So we're gonna go up to the max of 15. But I mean, come on. Who is drawing all that gravel? Man, that is crazy. Is that because we built the roads up here? That is just crazy. Concrete. We're really doing that much construction. Huh. Okay, but so we'll do that next season, next episode. What we do need is to bring gravel from here to over here, if we can see it in dark. We can see the lights of the trucks here coming, but yeah, so much to do. Okay, I think we will call this one a season and an episode with a quick look over what we have accomplished. Oh, awesome. Look at Berlin, how pretty it is. We're gonna have to set this up, just missing the cargo station, but that is ready, getting built. And then we're gonna have a bit of an... yeah, we need maybe a little bit more of a financial buffer there, because we're gonna have a little bit of an outage of food and alcohol exports. So we're gonna bring this up to a higher percentage there, so we can use the warehouse to supply our existing needs before we actually deconstruct these buildings here and move our production over. Then hopefully this goes smoothly. But that's going to be it for the episode, guys. That's going to be for the next one and for the next season. So I hope you enjoyed this overlong episode as usual per the season finale. Maybe I'll bring it down to like 45 to 50 minutes because over an hour is a bit much. But this game eats up time like nobody's business. I mean, you could spend... Yeah, I could just get to work when you get up in the morning and then... go to sleep at 8 o'clock after a nice dinner, because there's so much work to be done. But I'm quite excited. Also, guys, we need city names. Whoever made it this far, come on, put it in the comments. I need some city names. Otherwise, I'm just gonna take the initiative and name all these cities myself. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful week, have a wonderful day, and see you around for next season.